and Akufo-Addo so buy no de NAP kwa beshim. They done. It's high time I be who say, San Yomano no, and fan for Subia Embre or Mano. We have done enough experiment on those things. Opa, Bobo, the big entrepreneurs are all krum hanum. Bobo despite, Bobo Kene Japan, Bobo Kempon, no one he can. Nebisa won't say, how many of them pass through such a system? Opa yen expand the discussion no, to the world stage. Na yen say, Escafia wo ma wo bua ebie nyuma for millions of people in employment no. How many of them went through those kind of cacophonous training no? Well, now there ya wo hono say we create our program no krempa. Senka even if they are selecting the participants on merit krempa, in Quebec say e ade a wo ye no wo de aboa youth ni na. Most of the time these kind of programs no partisan by nature. Partisan by nature. Inti no say wonni party bi mu a what chances of entering it no very very slim. And history has shown us say some programs here emfa any significant infrastructure embre on mine. NAPCO buy ye kan ho asem kan em wo kwotete district assembly for sika 5% the power parliament dey ama district assembly no was an kwete mu 2%. So the kutua NAPCO foka na wo dey afa ha na wo dey afa at the end of the day tell me one significant entrepreneur wefi Kufuor youth employment agency mu Jida why NAPCO mu e dey abagana hanom. These are wasteful expenditures. I have said it and I will say it again. Say, see a entrepreneurs are enyoma aban eye na ede entrepreneurs ba no. Policy changes and an enabling environment. Ebi ni den. Mama typical example.
Richard, sorry to cut you, but open so said you will be to me far ABR. Mento muna waba be big music star no.
How many of them?
Obi far youth employment modules ni mo
big stars from free mentor by
prior
mentor ne ma prior be.
Yeah.
Are you telling me? Prior was there before mentor came.
Nescafe African Revelation. No, there be make Nescafe African Revelation no. And also so yeah, talent hunt
one in 100.
No, a lot of them they came from those, revelations. But I'm saying say are you saying say
Black Sheriff could be?
Oh, so I'm also the other but Black Sheriff so recently I'm also free one of these reality talent hunt the buy. But 2% say Obiko sad modules ni mu a startup capital say the more money ntimi mo obi medene ho enya that expansion or person onya no.
You see, the point I'm making is that the significant entrepreneurs are that is not the path. Okay? And maybe I'm landing my point now better my see.
So also me too.
My back will see you harder, and I've said it in so many places here. One district, one factory. Semen I'm here president. Instead of doing one district, one factory, no, I'll concentrate on getting cheap electricity in Ghana. I didn't make answer. The reason why all the industries in the world are shifting to Japan and China is because they have the cheapest electricity in the whole world. Samsung, Techno, Ford, General Motors, why? When him say Okosi plan to America full electricity nebu yeding. Before obe hiti ne thermal plant no, am let me melt it dade, no dia a car engine no waboka. But oko China obenya cheaper electricity there, no dia. Therefore, obekwa ko see the factory no China. Na ma China fo anya adwuma. Enti na Donald Trump buy no, na ni abere say China for America for adwuma ye no. So I just say me, I'm an industry person because I've worked with Group Indum for a very long time, which runs a lot of industries. And I know, sir, one of the biggest recurrence costs for any industry in Ghana is electricity. So me bisa say Happy FM Hanum, ahina mutua in a manta, menye duma wa Hanum there. But I can estimate that mutua less than 6,000 Ghana cedis for ECG in this building. Meboa. Menye duma wa Hanum, but I've been able to predict rightly. You may even be paying about 10,000. Now, the entire electricity never yet done Ghana and say you use expensive method to generate electricity. Jakoto generator, any other kusi poso, any power for doing the mano, thermal plant, power plant, Mahama na de bae, oh Kufuor na de bae. Now we are fighting over that nonsense. But at the end of the day, no, electricity is expensive in Ghana because you got to crude oil every day near their power. Meaning at the dawn, Germany, Germany, the kind of area about Ghana, Hano, Germany, we get more sunlight than Germany. Meanwhile, Germany use more solar than Ghana. I didn't. The kind of area about Ghana, no China for nyebi, and so China for use more solar than Ghana. And you know, you use so expensive methods near the electricity, and then you expect that industry will grow. How would the industry grow? Among for sure, no moody a friend saying. Apostle Joseph Atem say, oh, Nasa assembly can no Ghana ha. Do you think, say, Obetuni Etuyaka, electricity kawa hanum, Edia Nanin Nadia, the car engine wahanum? Unto me yet, into a shop or China, which is very cheaper, no, the Abahano Abe assembly. It is the same reason why Nizam money at the Abahana, and they will never come and build any plant here to manufacture because our energy is expensive. We are using the American style of energy, which is very expensive and unsustainable. And on chain, state agencies are in charge of regulating industry. Registrar General, who call now so register there, lawyer senior not here, Rebecca Chell. A boo on 1 month, what promise your clients over the man within 1 week? 1 month now on some kind. Because BPI BC Basa won. The essay wire on 1 yet. Permits in SL Koja. Ukwana lakadisika attitude na nipa ne to wonum adwuma so ye no onye wahu nti for me no enioma ebeboa ama industry ene adwuma aye adwuma no enye se wo kote napco bi ana kote you start bi no wafa party members aba begum no wa momuska class startup capital which always burns at the end of the day because the environment is not good enough. Enye easy say obe business for Ghana how me I salute the businessmen in this country because system na yetimu no emboa Intino, I will always speak against such temporary and unsustainable programs like YE, NAPCO, and I will speak the truth.
It's almost on the you start,
you and no kind of make us say I'm quasi some crana.
Let's go. Oh, my patron. With
my mention quasi any few. I'm going to say,
Sabe, and Yama, why Yamu, on say, Adibiano, Yamu, Yamu, Ebia, no, Sa Capital, no startup, no, a peanut, but. Obi owa in a lifetime the obenya ebe done in the life no
ye penoma ebe transform yen economy na that is not the way to go yet hanum he 1D1 FN I don't want to be a prophet of doom inti na me person make us way but I can tell you that
no but what do you foresee
with a regime change it will not be sustainable. I'm telling you because you have just helped them to get loans to set up a factory won't address the issue of market. Your 1D1F, meaning say make constituency, a Cropon constituency. Nana Akufo about a commission shoe factory or honum. And so as we speak to you now, Ghana Police Service, bisa say and if no motor shoes. Omo crash shoes if you are butchery. Ghana Armed Forces, omo crash shoe if you are butchery. Enti factory na Nana Akufo do be commission or make constituency a Cropon constituency no. Market when Nana Akufo do create amano. Poultry farmers are crying in this country. Your school feeding program. They have the capacity to supply meat and eggs. And so, yet one man, minister, aqua contract, akoma China ni say onfa enam every China embrace school feeding for family feed you. So how do you sustain the economy? These are the petty things that PPP. Debiaka say bring the economy back home. Se economy no any Ghana for nsema diabeye bia enye. And no sure can be that there na dollar no ekosoro na cedi no kwa na ekofom because at the end of the day no you have the cash slogans one district one factory we hear one district one factory and so what makes a factory sustainable ebi ni market na maka ho asem no ebi ni electricity maka ho asem no ebi ni service provision from government agencies EPA a registrar general ministries why ukọ ho a ahonkeka na tisen say sanyo many na if you don't address them. Now, as a politician, you go and pick an axe to take it down to say, Obey factory no be yen suminia en konkusiaga. If you say, who ni one ma, a honkekana all the year, no, your bebano, on fast and can into us. So I say,
that's the more reason why I have public private partnership.
Well,
that aspect, provides some
it doesn't help
sort of
in any way
efficiency.
The private man is limited in what he can do. MTN for sending me phone number be a me register. Almost sending message last week. Almost sending message say me ko register me nya 1 gig data free me fi omo. Almost sending me say me ko register me nya 10 gig data free. Meaning say what cheap ni be one ma wanya. Because they realize that they are losing customers. Because of obi regulation or they have what I say. You can do public-private partnership, but you should know that the private man is limited. But now you can't do 8.9. On your limited and can man ko be okruman kebini. But he's limited. Aben bi ba no be some regulations na M1 into the American say see a person ye per long-term entrepreneurship any significant entrepreneurs award edwuma any sika beba omanuma. We should check our public services. And no the problem ne ba no. Because if the public services are working well, mama a simple example, what are some of the factors of my cost? Se me kwa kofa emo efi ebia voter region, e dia ba kra ba beton apart from capital na me kwa koto emo na nkasa no, there's carriage inwards which is fuel. Apart from fuel na meto no, me factor driver and be to yama police for kwan so anso abedu akra. Because free baby to say ra and sugar kope e ba akra. Na okuta kagu car ubedu ho abedu akra na driver we tua more than 400 Ghana cedis so I say nti me de nyina be ka me course ne ho na me aba beto so na maton na man for say me more than me no man beton ne boarding. But these are the realities yan check sa no man na business men abai okrum hanu ma e be gina
100 billion Ghana cedis over tampa case ni nyina wonte
omo ne ko den
Oba tampa case.
Omo de ko yeden oba hwan.
Oba tampa case.
Oba tan ye friend sen kenofuriata.
Agona Udia na Richard. No, these are programs aban no initiate for the unemployed youth or do support
bueno say you and Edina bueno say you dey.
Edina dey.
And I make us we friend them sloganeering. Ghana politicians epe slogans.
This can no match no enko nipa nsem.
Ebe kwa kosi hin. Is the end results. Anytime we read the budget, be make a radio. I consistently make this statement. Say, you look at honum. Oh, GDP growth rate. Why is this? And why to this is this? Unipa na me ne why yet hanum na yenya accountant. What is the end results? Me bottom to say. One. So when put in place measures are. Ube draw fine budget. Akwa kujina parliament amanu slogans. Edi diya kesi atoto so. But at the end of the day. 10 years down the line, na Ghana to the Nana Akufo-Addo buy, or say, economy no, gorgeous back economy. Now, it's an say gorgeous back economy, na yet the tax by heart, ever. Yet it takes a tax by heart, or by the moving from taxation to where? Production. What happened to it? And then, was answer the tax never become more. If you say, come on, Nana Akufo-Addo buy, na VAT, 15%. And then, no, say, VAT aka 0.5% na do 20% meboa or the more aba bekan afei or san the more aba bekan si sika da wo mobile phone so na wo send bi akọ maame aho a obeto tax onipa also ba move from production to taxation no this is what is from taxation to production no this is what he's doing no at the end of the day no me I don't care about the name they are put on the thing and my catcher say you start NAPCO YE, JIDA, youth employment, the same thing. Just that every time their politician per se will changing the thing. No, they are therefore go and read their concepts, go and read the programs. It's the same thing. And implementation, most of the time, 80 to 90% of NIPA Obinya says can be no NPP full soldiers. And they get it with the mindset, say, ma buying and abasho. It is the kind of mean to ya. That is the reality. I have worked in banks all my life until recently. Yeah? From Kufuor time, that was when I started working in a rural bank. Before I made call university, as I'm by bell year more banks, more pay me now, my better than a lawyer. Good. The SAR programs, you know, DACF, this Assembly Common Fund, HEPE Common Fund, why LEAP, employment. The fund will come from Bank of Ghana, all right. Ababedu Bank on. But Nipana Bank, Nibitu Kanama Mono. Most of the time, a constituency chairman or constituency one, or not the finalists, never. I'll tell you, I don't work in the bank.
List of beneficiaries.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Obia when you coach
bank any buy appraisal. What do application buy your appraisal? You who say now qualify. But nipa no this kind of bra you say my farm list we done ye. We have to comply and go back and check all those records from before time till now. All those interventions. Who this kind of now they don't pay because onim say or your party niba and yamano sika because of a party niba. I didn't think so be to ya. You start NAPCO the same concept. The same concept.
I remember our final one on the toll booth, the reintroduction or possible reintroduction on what the minister said about it.
Well,
this was a PPP.
I'm not surprised to say toll book
a toll booth, any toll book.
Toll booth. I'm not surprised to say
Richard Niyama.
Would you a Pawada Ben? 98.9.
Embra will take his decision. It was too hasty.
I'm quite tired now as well. Good.
It was too hasty. Say we'll take his decision because even if we decide the crumple say would you levy air benti you need to give it some time and monitor it to see how it will fare. That's what I say. Now me, I'm part of the people who believe say you levy you crumple. Senka ban e reduce to 0.5%. Now fe osanso the upper limit cut etoswa people will pay more than the was say no because
so upper limit in terms of your withdrawal no
there be upper limit one say they say MTN mobile money who send this car sika bia send bia will charge 1%, but we send more than 1,000 one charge 1% bill they charge 10 cedi even if you are sending 10,000 they will charge you 10 cedi because we do upper limit no so what I say senka you live in here sakrempa in many people will pay because a businessman or send 100 say or send 100,000 Ghana cedis if you account mu akoto obi account mu you bet charge 1,000 Ghana cedis e bia na sa transaction e kran fa so anka benya wo so no e be 500 cedis because enye obi a odisika kese koto ade bia no nya mfa so bum eno many bi wo no ma te say mo a memeton say no ubetumi akonya big contract but because of adia nipa no obeto ni ntine say woto so na wo de 111 cedi pe eto so ma no na nipa na be transfer ma big money ni e ba be te no sika ne boy dancing one kasa mfa so a wa charge na will you do it wonye you understand inti I think that e bia nkomo ye 0.5% impo e no mo de upper limit bi to so say ade no e bia ye be charge 0.5% but say wo send more than this amount there ye charge flat rate eno kompo be encouraging crofra momotua you didn't do all this feasibility tests. Yeah, you just got up and say, me try to boot mu because me the levy air benti. I don't know, no, it doesn't make sense. As we speak now, I understand say road fund no to kula ba bedem. Just a fund nako overdraft. Because now contractors need to be able to say mun try a card any man yenye. In order to appease them no, omo discount ama according overdraft or Bank of Ghana. Inti ese omo pe kwan bi so no munye ska kakra edukogu sa account na say overdraft na better on kwempo no omotumi sili tokuro no inti no it's a welcoming idea. Well, if you are doing a PPP project and you say you do but I wish say next time BBC no they should listen more.
All right.
With one problem back upon listening. So one advice they take the advice in a political way. And because ombeji advice in a political way into no what for said they are working now you are saying it for them to feel.
All right, Richard, Mami no was about Mami ko Haruna Amaliba Kingsley Hona. Richard did like 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes. Mema Amaliba same time na mintie what he has to share on Kenu Furates. But me stress and Okasa na bekano. Me mo achim din. Obi say before Amaliba speaks, catch and say nedi. Ne kasa mu no me Okasa no anka achim o package de ma.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
When you across your chimney,
I don't know.
My body, the actual tree was throw.
I don't know.
My chim food in now, who casted him now. So to me, Cassa 20 minutes.
You see,
a chima memoir or package them.
Interestingly,
yeah,
I had my diploma in Achimland.
I will watch him, package them, man. Catch him, what's catch him?
Brother Chere, Brother Sammy,
I'm sorry,
and others who were my church members. I lead within Achim Kukran to me.
I said, I'll catch him number 2.
No, I am my narrative and a background.
A crime catch him.
And you know, Achims are nice people. I like them until Zaku for the bar officer.
Package was in a quiet.
Amaliba. But you see, they don't.
Haruna.
For your information of my big brother,
What happy?
Ghana,
98.9
oil and power your plant. Thanks to the $1 billion investment by John Mahama, a trouble gas, Ghana Gas, a trouble gas plant establishing Ghana Gas Company, we have ended that burden
importation.
on the state. That's number one. Number two, Ghana politicians don't like sloganeering. Are you one of them? See the NPP and the Kufuor. Kufuor time, well, we saw some few. But Mahama Betna Kunyas, we didn't see the kind of sloganeering. About 3 weeks ago, Minim Penin Fubishai, and one of them happened to be a lecturer in one of the universities in US, in Obakruma. In the course of your conversation, I think he spoke like an NPP propagandist and an expert in academia. Now, someone say,
NDC have no national policy. 98.9.
Why? I asked him. He said, NPP have NAPCO, one village, one dam, one district, one constituency, one constituency per $1 million per constituency. And he was just giving me slogans like me have referred to. But you see, NDC built 200 senior high schools they promised. They started 123. 79 were completed. 47 were finished and handed over. In any case, we could have given it a nice slogan. Secondary school enhancement, infrastructure, something. We have given it a nice name, right? What about hospitals, Mahama Siye? We could have given that to a slogan. National Health Facelift Program or infrastructure. You understand? What about ensuring they come many parts of the country, including the western part of Accra? As we speak, approximately 3 million gallons of oil, or how do you call it, water a day is being pumped from Pom to Accra. Was that given a name? What about rural electrification? What about free fertilizer for farmers? What about free uniform for students? One student, one computer. One teacher, one computer, laptops. Sandals for students, among others. Could have given it a nice name. Do you know NDC time we introduced what we call the urban card? For the aged, Peninfua, pensioners particularly. They will say, so more call banking hall, or more call hospital, and other services delivery centers now, or more bread. So we came out with that card, led by Ministry of Gender and Social Protection, Mrs. Nana Oyelita, as she then was the architect of that policy. I prepare a card in the man Peninfua, or more call this centers. Even in a car, I don't know why they buy, or more for car and free without paying for it. Couldn't we have given it a name? My advice to NDC leadership, based on the encounter I had with Mpendam Penifone, and they said, in the future, let's adopt that same slogan. But it should be a fruitful and meaningful and executory sloganeering policies. And your failed ones are you. But you see, Kanoforiata echo Parliament and Ra, as usual. Mampino Kufodo Fichebi. Oba Bedio Mampino, one town, mine sick as saving a shed my mini back and Foriata answer. No, I bore mine. When my dear Koye, a year and Sabo Kuntebuo no Kobuye on Ghanaian economy. The American said it was a federal donations account on the Ghanaian economy to the people of Ghana through Parliament. Simple. Nothing more, nothing less. In that federal donation account, we are revising the projected Ghana growth from 5% down to 3.5%. Far less than what Mahama left them in 2016. Far less. In any case,
the accurate figure.
3%. 3.7. Okay. In any case, less than 4%. Even far less than the projected figure. Can I continue? Far less than the projected figure. You don't. They're striking Menra about Finance Minister Nyoma Okoye Yina. was that the finance minister went to parliament and indeed created the right picture some of us have heard about him to the world.
Which is?
Dishonest, deceptive, who cannot speak the truth. Keno Furiata, sabe you pray you some penny from anymore. Opa chino, fano crefa tuano, obejan naya free. Cannot cry. Always wearing white, or don't even pay white share. And I'm sorry to be in white this afternoon inside. But I'm the black out to Agusuno. But you see, Ghana is a land of laws. And thankfully, I am surrounded by a group of lawyers. You know, if I'm wrong, tell me. The Constitution is very clear on this matter. Is it Article 78, if I'm right?
What? I don't know.
That no taxations shall be imposed unless it is authorized by Parliament. Meboa. Good. And the same Parliament, in a promulgating law, instituting the collection of road tolls. Meboa. At the same time, among all the organs of government, and the only Parliament in a passing law and a repealing laws. Am I lying? Because Ghana is not running the UK system. Sorry. Because there are certain similarities.
Bridge.
There are some similarities. Ghana here, the court, the decisions of the court are part of the laws. But in the case of UK, the Parliament is the highest chamber in terms of lawmaking. They can repeal the law. And Parliament in our system is the only authority, a passing law, there's a repealing law. The executive cannot do that. And the court can only do so when there is an ultra vires, when Parliament have gone beyond the limit of authority given to it by the Constitution. And then the court Parliament with the matter. But as it stands now, the existential point I'm making here is that Parliament in a passing law is a repealing law. And the Parliament did law by saying the same Parliament debate me wrote to free. But in this case, Ken of Furiata, ni opinion and Akufu the Sumano say, on for Ghana come a call my bossy can call Parliament. I didn't know call ye. O him rashe be your fuenim. No catch almost say. A fin ne call road to ye free. Yate. They say wrote to a free war. After that, pursuant to the delivery, the budget statement presented to the floor of Parliament, the House will now then going to convene. No more debate on the budget proposal, Parliament, or the Finance Minister and Diabano. Then they will either accept or reject the proposals in order for amending certain portions of the law. Before that exercise was taken, no. I am Rena no Mampina Kufuado. Or Suma can for Yata can carry a pen of South Bushani back if I could see my quarter. Or also the Ghana acquiring semination and that. No issue statement. Come on, Mampino or him or Shani Chichi or him your pen and say, yeah, Pierre Fatra Bontoma Ghana for mammy. No issue statement. Road toll should be stop collecting forthwith. And then boys are no motiwa or moji road toll no. I don't for a chum. Ombedu open no moyi statement na chaba sa mo ye de wa se giro to masa mo fa mo sem hunu ko no ho mo hwe statement e di aba no mo yi ache efro mo phone so dia ma mo wa pen na boys na pack no mo
98.9
they don't sabio abanya wotia bo fom kura sabio producer a wadwun mu atichi mampo no adan na won gigi roto no na won fa enompo nkete adwuma ema ye nua no mo di dem mo nye if you no bet market 4 or 3 shift ama omo you be napa 6 to 12 12 to 6 and then from 6 to midnight from midnight to 6 a.m. now mo meye adwuma na gi sika no from nchen na safa sika na safa tu omo ka biom no fa mo ho bra nka funu so wom abana nye oyi sadi no free ho pe na wo soma ne ma menua ba kosi am akwata mampene kufu na yes ade no o te flat staff house no chinchin free no fruma no so soma no say ko boga na for man say to da ukọ kwan so a ya na oyemu aka wo ye obeje wa 90 me be dade to boot ni de ye jana bia mamo na Ghana for be say ye highway mu toilet rules abakade atija abani ye way na no unim what is more dangerous in our time particularly Omampene Akufo-Addo abaimu e no kra omonka. And they lie through their teeth and make you think that they are speaking the truth. Abani wrote to free ope. No say, oh, IMF pa so beko IMF. Lie any ka oponche. Ghana de yahu ya de sheman. And as usual, the man in white, Piccadilly financial arm robbers, beko to Bible. So debe you refer here to Joshua, spies of swarm to Jericho. I could be no call by say betima be saying to me, yeah, well no, he is part of those who can do it. Mampene Akufo-Addo, Keno Foriata. Ya anodonpe. Afa your markings. Chairman Sabonsu. I'll call them pension soa. Ki ya bono dwane o free. So ame hono. Wono mo nyinara gina parliament. E twa boy wiase na NDC fo nyina say. IMF for pa, IMF so de om koye hwe wo ho. Ento mo de yi levy ba. Ya bo twede wo yi levy ho wo parliament. Ewi echiru no. Omo de ambulance be si ho. Say yare for them. Yi levy ya ji atum. Ya ji yi levy wie ya. Mo ji scan akonim kakra. Afei, the lies and deception of this regime is beginning to show its face. One, IMF almost say yanko, ya de sheman no, ya call back to IMF. Number two, Andra, oka say yi levy no wasan or they say road to wasan dia babium. When woman cannot cry. Woman cannot cry. These are the people claiming that they want to break the aid. Breaking aid with this character. Look, the first fool is not a fool. Second fool might not be a fool. But the third fool, I'm sorry to say, the next. Ghanaians, the ball is in your court. Mu yankopon pengu se NPP satina kunwa so o man we subio. Omo nya no kwafo. Ba woni. Andra, ode budget no ko to dwawie no. No say NAPCO 4, unse NAPCO 4 issue statement in 3 days. No copy ha. See entu amuka 7 months. You see, I agree with you. NAPCO or the saying youth unemployment. It is not a bad idea in its own origination. Mm-hmm. Maybe the implementation is what we can have a second look at. Then political considerations in film, then dealing with it in a holistic and nationalistic manner. I agree with you perfectly on that. Before I even go further, Dr. Indum, wherever he is, I salute him. Obeye, the epitome of entrepreneurship in this country. Because in every situation, you need to have a role model. Obia Oshano, say me person me do so anyway. Young Kumja for Endija. Before Akufo-Addo came to office, Dr. Indum established his empire of businesses far back in 92. Near lie. Sure. And he continued to grow from strength to strength, employing thousands and thousands and millions of Ghanaians. Also now you are unemployed. Why are you unemployed? You didn't add it. Because of Mampene Akufo-Addo, you are unemployed. Doctor continued to employ people. JN Bank, because of JN Bank, banking services was brought to the doorstep of the people because the motto of the bank is bank of the people, the people's bank. He brought banking to the doorstep of the people. Go to my village. Worianga or branch Garu or branch The next town, so nowhere, Basione and Bugri, he was planning to bring branches there. And the inevitable happened. Akufo-Addo betna bem, and na minya back and for real tanti. More banks including Dr. Indum Bank. Okay, to me, let's grant it, said Dr. Indum Wayebone, let's grant it on the face value. Bonebena Bank na ye. Huh? Bonebena Bank na ye. The banks only needed 9 billion to survive, right? They used 25 or 3 billion to collapse 22. The banks. 22. Unimdi ekoso. Ni entire yatiness has been alleged elsewhere. So mobile Haruna, usika wo GN Bank, 15 million. I prepare and cut amount. Koje. These were the things they did behind the back door to sort out Nippon Mobo. No wonder Kwebu said this is a criminal enterprise and syndicate headed by the president of the Flagstaff House. They are not afraid to lose office, but they are afraid about what will happen to them after they left office. Eventually, we will get there. And until Ghanaian youth are commercial Dr. Indum so near Padrini, do you think if I go to Dr. Indum today and ask him, Doc, advise me as a potential entrepreneur in the future, what idea will Doctor give me? A food to the mama in he will tell me, but be careful because the political situation in the country in which we are in is not safe for your business. Doctor will automatically add it. I can't wait to read Doctor's memoir. Tell him, he should write a book for us to read. So if I look at him, I look at Moaben, I look at Atu Asian, I look at Sedu Agongo, simply because our case in court, he can't own a bank. And he was in parliament. The same kind of Foriata went to UPSA. No catch a gun and Mabunu say, Abai near Jumamo. It's true, Abai Jumaya. Unquen Quen and Meti Yamaya Jumaye. Unquen Quen so be Juma. I don't boninti what good money now. And you end up writing the book and say, they are NDC affiliated bank. That's why you collapse them.
98.9.
NEPCO forces 7 months. Abai do Omoka. And into Omampenia Kufaro, Suman Mamini Ababan can afford to call parliament. He couldn't tell us how he is going to pay the NAPCO staff. He didn't tell us. Only said, Omudi use that EBA in place of NAPCO. But you see, listen to this. 4 December 2016, Omampenia Kufaro, Echo, Kwame Sefa program, so Peace FM. I don't know, can say it is a so comedy. And he referred to Arab Spring. A brand TBI Tunisia, we will school on your Juma out of frustration.
98.9.
And then confirmed that what you went to buy. And he threatened Mahama, say, when Nim no Mian Hotana Kunyaswa, Arab Spring will visit him on the throne. And he think because Mahama the Ofri Chebi, Ofri Bole Bamboy, the Gombani, Neura Japanana, Onumbo Ho. Arab Spring can visit him. But Achenkwana na Kufa do free Chebi onum bremunti Achem. How do you call it? Arab Spring cannot visit him on the throne. Is that correct? But see where he has brought the country now.
All right, wrap up him.
At that time, President Mahama was building schools. Go to airport, Terminal 3. Go to Accra, High Court Complex. Go there. Go to KJT Market. Go to Kotokrawa Market. Go to all the infrastructure President Mahama built. The Bank Hospital, Rich Hospital, and others. He was giving the youth a permanent employment. And that's for the Musuno. So today, you have taken the youth to the... He hasn't only destroyed our means of livelihood. And Rakeno say, those Bosiana were borrowed to save lives. Really? And they save lives. What significant thing did you do to save lives?
All right.
COVID account, more and die.
Haruna.
And I was saying, what do you start a bar? Did he tell the NAPCO people when he's going to pay them? No. It was a sad day for Ghana. And Nyecha Wokra finally crying saying, before NDC left office, we ended what we call fiscal dominance and fiscal financing. NDC 2016, Yang Jessica and Free Bank of Ghana and Farm Finance Budget under President Mahama. We ended it. And Omampenia Kufuado between March and June, Ako Bank of Ghana, Dr. Addison, Jessica, 22.48 billion Ghana cedis at the Amano. And now, our foreign reserves, almost say, it is about $3 billion. You see, the Abanisi and do you trust them? And then they don't. You need foreign reserves to be. Or more depleted foreign reserves. And Tiempo say, Heritage Fund, Mampini, Mahama, and the rest. And who Yansa a boss up to on or more Disicano.
I mean, call Barrister John Agbotey Hona.
I am running away.
Means you know, you're a member of the NPP for the next 20 minutes. Yabania or some time left. We do a bit of the conversation around the Asumdue Park and then commemorations. So you're saying the NDC for us another lecture bios a symposium biso for males. Ama chachuchi kata so akokeka sa pa. Lawyer, take it away. Let's hear you.
Yo, me da say.
What dear Epahuada Ben were happy 98.9.
Menu no ya mo hey o makasa.
Yeah.
Bebre. But me yi mo 111.
Never show you.
Menu ni kasa no. No kasa napco yeah you start we mu na sabi you so where I mean to mean you. Say sa en hu hia anya papa. But I bet to differ. Oh oti as say woye obi a we school na otifie at the time NPP ba pa 2017 na onya baby anko na adechi a ni maame ni papa a wo hwe no from day nursery up to university adechi an wasan ko be ma a wo wie university ebi kura kotomo masters and so otumi kokodi 10 ni papa ko to do dia anka de obede o ka hananka on kanesa
da so di duwa maame abosuo
anka on kanesa I'm so no you lucky ni kasa mo kire say we wie school no nya adwuma ye ntino that is ntino kasa and two a etionyonko wa atweduam that is what I can see but anka two na anka you see the relevance of NAPCO over 100,000 youths are mu university e wa maemu they got something doing at least for a year or 2 or 3 at least it was a stopgap NAPCO e dey ba no yan kasa a permanent job you creating man kolano. You see, it was a stopgap measure. The way because John Mahama NDC are buying 2016, 2015 the IMF. I ain't to me for bia wa Benjamin for 3 good years. Now in Kolana pims a peaceful fear amonye jumanye. And the level of unemployment was so high. And what he was saying was Arab Spring. That was the cause of it. That was where the then candidate Akufo-Addo was saying that the economy say for soon say obey bibi transfer. That's what because now it was a time bomb na yetisu. That is why we had to come with NAPCO. It was a stop in the NAPCO abu papa. And all kasa NAPCO ni anyway ni na NPP no. I don't be me name this NDC for bebre. Me am away from the voter region. What I say? I'm not from even the northern part. And say me name say a lot of NDC people from in my house and other houses went benefited from NAPCO. And this all can't say NAPCO NPP near this NPP from it is not true. On share should go down. I know he said he has a industry whatever. He should do some research and get the facts right before he comes. Okay. Then before I talk about you start. Now Okase we should let the best way and he say yebema electricity above from. Say the beya and you that is fine. But if you look at the any one, how much as gonna have say Osha you can example Ohio any mpuano teshi mpuano ha wind ebano they are almost the same. But more windmills are farms are to be generating so much electricity. And that is what he was referring to. But maybe you want doing that thing and it will take more than a decade to do what he's saying we should do. Now, you to me, Chense and Colano, and Jumanya for 10 good years and sana, and sana. That because human beings don't grow young, they grow old. And they said, they all can on share the NPP, I mean, Amaliba Kase, and also Kase, yes, Luganiering. Ye can't Gana memu or memu. Ye can't ye near ye de a Juma ba or memu man policies are bar. Aya, a NPP, a NDC. A MPP, yeni MPP nyan is naba bem. Let me limit it to NDC. Yeni diaba President Kufuor time. Na obaye no na cash and carry waha. Cash and carry unuya yare ne di no hospital. One here, only cash zika. Obe just like that. People were dying almost on daily basis. And Kufuor buy also there be sanenye. Health insurance yen fembra. And this is for working out of parliament so but a buy no and they saving so many lives. So many lives. And then they 3 days me bra penny bar or team chain. None home fano. And quickly we had to rush him to the hospital. I was not in the house. But the mechanic said, more who need health insurance must see. And they took him to the hospital. At least consultation fee on tria. Ebeshano, until do drugs via health insurance and cover. That is when you do it. And you know, and I gonna say Nizan Abe establish you can example assembly plants waha VW abeni die Toyota abeni die Suzuki abeni die Kia ni Hyundai akra this year omunyina amba abeni die. It had never happened before. What you say, you know, aban yeah, we are not saying say everything is so rosy. Times are hard. Yadia but the year can say, Mamin can we be. O can say Adena, yeah, Ghana, ya 2 bomb or ha, and Ghana 9 Ukraine echo. But the only say as at 2019. Now, the not Ghana say Ghana was far better. Ghana was far better. We took the economic figures now more bano. GDP growth, growth of the economy. Yeah, we took it from 3.6 and we ended at 5.8 at that time. And you know, time where a share say COVID-19 ebano. That was when who said no. Now teachers got to name for so almost a year. Government paid them. Government workers be brave and encourage you. We shut all schools down. Government was still paying them. What they say? Until they say, see, I buying and that was time productivity about form because man hours were lost. Until productivity got down. Say so then there was a need for it to readjust. Until you adjust and now yes free COVID no sometime. And Russia Ukraine assembly buy. Na buy no masa we are safa na nyina we no enye se bia be ka say NPP for na almost say baby almost they should mention it say he or kroben no ne ayetimu a anase oman be na wo Ghana ha we are mu a wo economy ends of fire inflation baby cost of living na cost of baby a big short of a kind of sample for a cooking oil cry better cry na short so many binto fuel amount for saline Nigeria amount for saline no matter Ghana obi saline koto fuel we are not saying says rosy but times the difference between IMF na yako and IMF NDC Ghanaians should listen to me very well. The difference is say who are 2 drivers baaku ni nsamo nyedi okutasia na nsano wabo until all kono shwe and out of inexperience and incompetence or rushing into a ditch. IMF, that was an accident. NPP 4, yes, you see IMF, but yet then look at it. We had very firm grip on the economics because figures now were good. We were going, nam kwanswa ye kototin. Enna ka bi fi baby, your friend with COVID-19, abebo say pain. Yes, we da hu kutem. You do baby wars being so because being so your friend with Ukraine Russian war. No so abebo say pain. And then yes we akwa accident. You mean akwa accident which is IMF. But bako there no out of incompetence and ineffectiveness. Bako there no so I can say external forces. In your man car say free baby boom and say your cause accident. So this is the difference between the NPP IMF and your mudi na mukoy. At the time where NDC NPP call Digana call IMF no. Now we are sia faneni na. Now there was no economic downturn. Make sense kabium. You call IMF 2015 no. Now we are si kasam anye basa. You say we are sia faneni na oka America, oka Britain be bia obia de aye basa. Nti say ye kasa yen kasa ye na mfa fatem figures yen kanukre na said ye menuanity has oka say ya revise enra figures now we boy no see ya revise from 5.8 to 3.5 enye nukre or yes said be ya obeka say jomama 3.6 na ojo de jaye no better but we are reviewed it down to even 3.7 sani eka omoko policy rate, Bank of Ghana policy rate, now 25.5. And now, even with the COVID and with kind of sample, Ukraine war, 19. And you know what are they talking about? What we are saying is that the best. This government, I will say it again, government, way, too many prestigious programs. No be saying that's what I will say. Sana mi dem hono. Sama abano you no ma be brave, no papa be brave do. All your free SHS, no your free TVET. What you say? All your free TVET, no otua teachers allowance at John Mahamani na ban se omuntua. No otua necessary allowance at John Mahamani na ban se omuntua. Na oye napco. Osan the use start aba. Napco for no ye the 70%. So now we juma or sepsa. Ya fa omo 70 e dey cost steps. Omo ye juma omo call teaching. Ya fa 70%. Omo ye juma or health sector. Ya fa 70%. They say I cut 30%. 30% they say. Ye be encourage you na omo akoye entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And they say okowa entrepreneur say you start no. Aban be enye sika nkwa na edi ma wo ye kan it say oh aban kof be person fan clothing crofo be now sister Ghana sika ma musa mu fan kodidwa. That is not what we are talking about. Aban be tete nkola no be ma training ni amamu technical training say wokoto ade say ya bookkeeping common bookkeeping cry a problem obu ho a okọ market oton ade na nyina o na that day no the obenya no say the wato any like the wato no nyina ya sika wanya, but that is not it. And they say uche nipa no say there be where your cost price, where your selling price, uti way free way more and obenya profits you know ufu car yes these are all training skills, basic skills are and so odima obi so oh dear or what's that in dear way we are not saying say I mean you are kasa no say despite one year you start when obubu odin bebre so manya you start, but we believe say even though entrepreneurship no you betumi dey awo you can be born with it until we counts but we also believe that a chunk of it is science e idea say we train nipa no enye nyina na nipa no ye be wo na ansa na odi aba say me ti hey o ko school out me say e bi mu classroom amam nsuan de kra onunam saa ye be try exams na be try no pass obi so sua ansa na pass bebre o ho ma sua me first born or say or sankrofo no onunam saa so exam dey ni ho a on pass, but the second born just or transit sua ansa wo hu o ti ase na no transit sua ansa wo hu no onya price onya kra grace onya kra na higher than the ye dia wo no naturally. And they believe say it is ankola no wo akwanpa so a on betumi anyina abaye a good entrepreneurs. Now omo enye omo nko an na show say otumi ye support no any sika any enimde any bibia na say otumi agina ne nanso a obefa Ghana form nkola obefa the youth. Yeah. And baku bia to me employ for the pay 1,000 baku bia to me employ be 20 another 10 krana. That's a huge number of people. Then you now you share unemployment situation na we Ghana ha na solve. That's what we are
no kase sa popochwa no and shut down so any because
and I say ono
obehu na baba bi container adan ko you start and when your logistics kakrani ade, but he's anticipating say big size industries and when you're employing now, you're employing the thousands, but just start up 10,000, 5,000. No. When you say your money, amount for cry this can omudi. Omuntia, and no case some of them party for unkwani. I don't know.
You don't just grow pogas
furniture.
For pogas furniture. Or the and brim say can I say. 20,000. Those days and 2 cities and
20 cities.
20 cities. And now they starting.
Or they started carpentry.
Look at yes. Until me say I duaba abeso aba pana there. So odia ya no hu say abeso aba pa. What say. So that is what I say.
Who are the can we identify certain people a bit makase? Some of these programs I empower omo into a bit makase so me so and so beneficiary from Maslog, me GB. Maslog and this expansion.
A lot of them are there, but Ghana, okay. you know, Ghana, the West here in Yoma. Me say me.
But when poultry farmers be boboja buying support near, now they've expanded.
Yes, but on the general so and I tell you me nyasika free aban ho na aban bua me NPP na bua me.
Especially when it comes to farming, yeah. Mo support need me more expansion.
Ena Ghana so the way politics is there. Obegina radio so no kasa na aban na eboa no anywhere.
Another NDC time I have state of the nation. Man fa mami bi o so yen pre-class parliament.
So entino Sanyo mano the million can be tiasio but then we a long term plan. Ye one day ni ye di yes a dey. What you say? Entino the no aban ye de obetumi aye. yanka say Ghana ye ana sa ye abana brusu ana nyoma mu nye den no mu aye den but ye can say sa nyoma na aye den no
yes sir
it is just like let me end with this scenario say uti classroom na ye wo omo ni mathematics na ye the maths be abeto board no so maths ni ye den and omo ni maths no ni na akogu board no ho na omo brainstorm na omo nya answer na omo ye nyina na omo ni maths omo bonfo na omo titi ho na omo no say abin for no nya answer no wo board no so a now you need a na you need answer near wrong. That's what is happening in Ghana, NDC and NPP.
On the toll booth, no, I mean to you now. If you say finance minister, no resign. Now if you money,
almost say on the toll booth, no. You know, you say the decision was too hasty at the time. Me can radio some kind of TV so. So I may feel say at least I say almost mass signal be
okay.
And now almost gender national discussion. Then now, I'm can't say per se into I drink come at the time they say fuel prices were going high.
Yeah.
Now say fuel petrol buo e cost road there. Now you per se etiswa. O share kaswa kwan we so. O share say by 5 o'clock. O betumi across after 9. And then from 5 to 9 4 hours. O be ship petrol 4 hours. And say betumi across because o person to 1 cedi. Just 1 cedi to abanyo. No ma shield petrol for 4 hours. Until I bind to say, okay, Sana tell you, ye ain't free ho. Na ye di 11 bed ye. Say, Chiano the way I see Chiana. Say, Sikano, a bit to me, a cover a whole new and I buy. But at least, you may me feel say, they should have implemented it. They should have, how do you call it? Sampled it. And among go baby and share the way. And some bed in nation with Amaya. But Sir, Procus Persana dear.
So now more quantas 70 million a day is Kebia. Oh, the man crime one
solution. Senegal, hey, and Yabrutru.
Yes, Senegal, yeah.
Senegal, hey, before program, I was surprised the level of development over there.
Yeah.
Namimbuomu to say me call.
I also told you to know, yeah, Juma Papa.
Told to know. Yeah, you in Fikrum one and you to your cash.
Every kilometer be you find a toll.
Yeah, you in Fikrum one when I be to your cash. Now, why would you crum one there? Almost a month. To send a leg on fire. Into do one na. Udu one bank to boot no na sense and na pick your car and say, where to ya do a trim. Car, yeah, you in Fikrum one I offer hiring cars near the idea. You could delay when you could to your cash. It's not beyond us.
No, at all. It's not beyond us at all. I was coming to that. Sank enjoy that national discussion now. I'm up for the Adrian Baba. They are sample because me see them in say Nyansans Adrian ni obaku for trim. So yeah, the national agenda na discuss here. E benya better solutions. But let me say we know na Adrian pan but
no, but say yes, public you know sampling no cry na Bibiano will still fall back to Parliament.
Yes.
Parliament is also na minister no amfasa ebuo na ma omo a wotwifa so a woye ne woye no nti no sa yen ya dwen na e bekyere no de na be ye
sa de no na
na omo say mo NPP for mo agya tamil satamu ani asese ne asa de ofiri mu na ba ye ana na no kwasi adamu di nipa ba ko pechi e ma ni chi mo adwen ekoye ne mo ye no
nya hwe adepa
mo nya hwe
adepa de wo ya de ye no ye de hye atamil nsanyumnyam
atamil so free party be mu
yewura ofri NDC mu
NDC say NDC when is seen nice so
John Mahama e ba bedi na
say when they see NDC seen na so say
when they seen na so
and when NDC seen na so
anya
chairman of
Ofusu
enti mo ayi na mo ye ma me so free NDC mu no mo ka che Ofusu Ampofo
ye invite no wamba invite no wamba
John Agbotey
yes invite no wamba nti wamba he be any day
wa ma no so koye ne de no
say omati parallel institution o dey say nti o imagine say we no the odi anim no yempe na asem anyi do ho ne yempe na asem nti no kokwa ne yempe na asem nti yeso yenti ye de
nti na mo oman no eye no oman no felt to say appropriate say you follow an individual there no rather than the party ne there no
you can sample there anyi do ho see esra oman no say amane nyema no na asem papa
Osre Oman, so Oman in
Yes, Osre Nanado.
In his capacity as
the director of Atamas whatever institute. What do you say? Yeah, no, that is the truth. Osre no say Osre no podi or say or down to me that. What do you say?
But said the government knew say the males man so no had a family, had a lineage of free moon when it comes to the political roots near the.
Of course.
No mobile pass and felt
no.
I need the whole request no should be granted.
The male's family, I want to say, I did back when what on say.
Lawyer.
Yes.
Kasa.
Okay. And he say,
Obi wa.
Are you?
But you don't belong to yourself.
Not even
your nuclear. The law says your extended family. How do you say?
Family man.
Now, by extension of that law, no. So, obey your president, pedia, no obey your bandia.
No, family member, I need the honey and the busiani.
Oh, may catch them. I've not landed.
Okay,
may say, you are on your own. What do you say? But who are? What about the property of your extended family? Sana laws rules a war in sana che. You born to tough sana che. Now say who expand this idea na. Who be you a bani pa. What be a bandia?
Jaban bit me do who you may be able to
who told you the family was not in
no, but you heard them speak before the ceremony. They were not invited.
They were invited.
They've tempered with the tomb.
They did not want to come because there was a parent institution to Atamas.
And they belong to that institution.
And they prefer that one because they are playing politics with
and the government also felt saying, go to hell with your
government
institution.
Is there doing,
Opt for this other one.
Government,
Remember when they said the same venue in two events across war. To we are binding no sisa canopy ni konya ni nyina koye. NPP system ni nyina. And afoforo so ba no so be hye wo mo de. All right, so weekend we no the Accra Intercity Homo Marathon. Accra Intercity Homo Marathon so Saturday we are start point no Spintex Road in front of Papaya. Finish point near Mancha Agbotey, Jamestown. Start time near 6 a.m. A distance of 21 kilometers will be covered. Send your name, your age, your school, your club via WhatsApp 05000 and visit www.accraintercitymarathon.com to register. And our phrase 0555 Sponsored Allied Consortiums, HD Plus, MyBetAfrica.com, Aqua Blue Mineral Water, Ethiopian Airlines, Goyle, Escort Securities, Asky Airlines, Oceanic Resort, Africa World Airlines, Indomie, and Afi Happy FM. Now, music, magic, and comedy this will happen Saturday, Krona, but I don't know will be in the evening. Into no, Anopano, your cockot net near Pulmonary, I could daji and Hukakra, and Reno, Yedwina Barbetasu, Eddie Amamu, Ewa, the Grand Arena. Performing live will be Kiddy, Adina, Clemento Suarez, Kenny Black, South African magician, Regard, Omunginawa. See, tickets are already out. 100 Ghana Cedis single, 150 Ghana Cedis for double. Available, there were Airport Shell, Bachuna Total, Silverbird Cinemas, Eddie's Pizza, YFM, and Afi Wonder Wings. MMC is powered by Global Media Alliance and sponsored by HD Plus, South African Airways, Fan Milk, Scent of Africa by Gandor Cosmetics, Rand Air, Eddie's Pizza, Papa Car Rentals, and Afi Imperial Blue Whiskey. Supported by Who Pro, Silverbird Cinemas, Perception Management International, and our media partners, no YFM, Max 24 TV, CTFM, Pulse Ghana, Happy FM, ETV, Daily Guide, BNFT, NYDJ Live, our Deborah, Ghana Way, Plus FM, and our Radio Universe. Richard, quick one on the Asumdwe celebrations, in 2 minutes now,
Well, the American say,
happy 98.9.
Your former president, Atamos, Nekra NC. Na message say aban enhwe in future no oye bibia o involve ebusuafo no na emfa asomdwe emra na obema 1 minute am pese metka something a little bit unrelated. There's a video online
98.9
narcotics control farm for narcotic control board for akugina efuo bi mu a yesi ntampe pa we
omo hye no
omo atwaja to omo hye no ire na me hu video no areho aka me kakra. Didn't I rock a camera and say, Minia? we Africa here ni few.
Yeah.
And abrofo ba no be catch and say we na nya de papenti enjai no. Abrofo no be catch say nya de papenti enjai no. No say we no good.
Yeah.
Last year Canada make $48 billion.
If we
ton
we
aye.
Hey.
And then you call IMF akwa $2 billion per. And na amount for IFU and na esan say abrofo mbra mbehye ma ye mfitigoku time asi we nyanti no. Aposi for the jack or 2 week for no na yes no. Mr. Parliament. Ye hwe legalization mu biom. Na oman no yet sika so
and so come there.
We
so no. The who see a show no kuma bi o. The omri afa back door. O mesa dia my boys will get to so.
Enya agro.
All right, so no. Richard Niama came from the PPP. John Agbotey came for the NPP. And Haruna Amaliba Kingsley came for the NDC. Efremi the Don Kwabnapra. Thanks to our team. Headed by Joseph Fadankwa, supported by Isaac Adena, Thomas Kofi Samuel. Remember, if one person remembers your name, it means you made a change. And anyone trying to bring you down, it's already below you. Good evening.